Ecko Media, connecting voices. This is Ecko Media, connecting voices.
Kuntola community in the eastern part of Freetown is grappling with worsening water crisis. Kuntola is a dusty, hilly settlement located around Wellington Brahma Lane Old Road community. The area remains one of the few communities in Freetown without access to running pipe-borne water. For decades, residents have relied on natural underground well as their primary source of water. Residents says only three main wells serve the community, which include Last Station Water Well, Mamiyabai Water Well, and Jama Water Well. At the Last Station Water Well, a dam-like structure has been built around the underground source, with pipe installed to provide residents with easier and cleaner access to water. Residents say they depend on the well for their domestic needs, including cooking, washing, and drinking. Despite the free access, concern persists about the purity and safety of the water, particularly during the rainy season. Community members say there has not been a formal testing of the water and the area is not connected to the Guma Valley water.
We manage the well through regular cleaning. We don't charge people for water because it is free. We only ask residents to contribute when we need to do development or repairs on the well. There is no pipe-borne water in Kuntola.
I use this water for drinking and for domestic purpose.
We don't pay to fetch water from Last Station. Only when the caretakers want to do development do they ask us to contribute. Cleaning is generally done by all of us.
My house is not far from Last Station well, so it's easy for me to fetch water.
With no alternative of water supply, growing concern about safety, Kuntola residents continue to depend heavily on this well for survival. For Ecko News, Marie Bilkish Dumbia reporting.
The economic storm is hitting the traveling routes from Kisi Ferry Terminal to Lunge Tagrin Ferry Terminal as fuel cost for ferry operators soar due to the ongoing Middle East conflict. Ferry fares are surging and commuters are paying the price. The cost for commuting by sea have gone up again. Passengers at the Kisi Ferry Terminal are decrying the 14% increase in ferry fares effective April 2026. This is a direct result of the fuel reaching new Leons 35 and 40 respectively per litre. A crisis at the pump is triggering a catastrophe at the sea. For thousands relying on daily ferry transport, commuting has become a journey of financial despair. At Kisi Ferry Terminal, Ecko Media talked to passengers who explain the economic impact on their traveling. Dunstan, a solar technician using this route for everyday work, he says to Ecko Media how he's bearing the brunt of the situation.
Before, when I use my bike in Lungia, I always been pay 48 loans. But just within these 2 months, the price go up from 48 to 69 loans right now.
I was paying 48 leons to cross with my bike before, but within these 2 months, the ticket price is now 69 leons. It has affected me as I can't work for most of my customers because some can't afford to pay my transport fare.
They affect me. Not so everybody said I will work for now. Because some people, when you tell them you transport fare, which you get for pay, and how much fuel I will use per my bike, they will just decide, say, okay, well, let the wait first. So I'm going to look for another person. So this is one way that affects me personally.
Kadiatu, a businesswoman, uses the routes every day, says a situation.
I know it's this transport business. Because right now, we say me day Kasuna for take transport day for Kandon Ferry. You pay 30 days.
It is not easy to take transport these days. From where I live to the ferry terminal, I pay 30 leons. The ferry fare is 36 leons. This has affected most of us starting up business.
When ferry right I don't go, they pay 36 euros. Okay. So this it don't really affect a lot of the business owners there. Most of them where they start up business, a little business. So it don't affect you a lot.
Ibrahim, a contractor traveling, and here is what he has to say.
It affects me, but the me most where I can work out one of the one we no get.
It has affected me, but I'm always traveling with extra money. I'm thinking of those who can't afford the fare. The last time I crossed with the ferry, the price was 22 lions, but today it is 36 lions. Imagine from 22 lions to 36 lions. It has affected greatly.
The last time I be 22,000. Then now today when I come 36,000. So it affects me anyway. Because just imagine from 22 to 36.
Hassan, a retired civil servant who said the ferry fares should be stable.
For 3 weeks now, this fuel the price don't go up to 35,000. But why that on a daily basis it's like now this ferry situation? The other day you can meet on 27, you can meet on 30 something, and today it's 36.
The fuel price has gone up 3 weeks ago, but here in the ferry, its ticket price is increasing daily. The last time was 27 lions, and then it went to 30 something, and today it is 36 lions. The inconsistency in its price is a problem.
That inconsistency is a problem, and the fear in price they don't stabilize at 35 for about 2 weeks now.
Alusain Darami is the general manager for Mahera and Great Skiasis Ferry. He appealed to customers to be patient. He added that they have approached some stakeholders to help them with ferries.
We don't approach 2-3 stakeholders because the need really don't arise for long get like 1 or 2 ferry added to that they will get through.
We have approached some stakeholders as there is a need for us to have 2 to 3 ferries added to what we already have.
So like if we're able to get 1 or 2 more where they add to this fleet of ferries, so we'll not say if 2 or 3 even go out of operations, people learn, they're not go strain.
As fuel price surges due to global instability, the transport sector is buckling, and ferry travelers are bearing the brunt. Reporting for Ecko News, Nelson Coker.
According to reports, the U.S. President Donald Trump says the United States has seized an Iranian-flagged cargo ship near the Strait of Hormuz. The vessel was allegedly attempting to pass through a naval blockade. The temporary ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran is set to expire next week. There are conflicting reports on whether peace talks will go ahead as planned in Pakistan. Meanwhile, in the United Kingdom, multiple Jewish sites have been targeted in asymmetric attacks. Counter-terrorism police are now investigating. At a synagogue, a bottle was thrown through a window in what police described as an attempted firebombing. Officers on extra overnight patrols spotted smoke and called fire service. Local Jewish groups says there has been a significant rise in anti-Semitic incidents. The chief rabbi has condemned the attacks as, quote, cowardly. Police are now investigating potential links to Iran. Members of the Jewish community say they now feel unsafe. For Ecko Media News, Patricia Elizabeth Jitabao.
This is Ecko Media, connecting voices. Ecko Media, connecting voices. Ecko Media. Connecting voices. Ecko Media. Connecting voices. This is Ecko Media. Connecting voices. Ecko Media. Connecting voices. This is Ecko Media. Connecting voices.